what's wrong with this right here? You know what's wrong with this? You're walking on the wrong side, sir. Sir, you're on the wrong side. You're supposed to be a gentleman and be on the outside. Why can't you pay attention to that?
Guess who just walked in the building?
If I don't have my partner's perspective, I will go do what I want when he's not around, because it's like, oh, I don't care if he's there. But when you have a mentality where I understand this would upset them, I understand this would be disrespectful, you start to monitor your behavior in a way that would be respectful to them in their absence, because you care about their perspective. So I'd say perspective is a really important thing to look for in a partner.
There's a man on Instagram who dedicates his entire page to bringing awareness to the fact that he was molested at the age of 12 by a 35-year-old woman, and he tries to support other male victims. And yet his entire page is filled with pedophile sympathizers who comment things like, he deserved it, he must have liked it, he should have fought back, women can't do that to men. So you know what? I'll start falling for the hashtag believe all women when we start believing and supporting at least one fucking man that comes forward. Thank you.
A lot of women keep on wanting to forget about it. They don't want to talk about it, and they want to cope with it. The wall. The wall is real, and it's undefeated. Every woman gonna hit it. I mean, eventually we all gonna hit it, to be honest with you. But it seems like men understand this a little bit more than a lot of these modern women do. I'm always gonna look good. I'm always gonna be pretty. Okay.
Bro. A passport bro is a man who is done with entitled, ungrateful, high mileage women in the West demanding provider status while offering nothing but an attitude and an OnlyFans link. Done with 50% divorce rates, false accusations, alimony, traps, and child support jails. Done with feminism lies. You're toxic if you want a feminine, loyal, fit, debt-free, low body count. So he grabs his passport, flies to Colombia, Thailand, Philippines, Ukraine, Brazil, anywhere but the U.S. Places where women still value men. Cook, stay slim, don't weaponize, and see marriage as a partnership, not a paycheck. Stats don't lie, my friends. U.S. women initiate 70 to 80% of divorces. 60+% of Western women, 18 to 30, are obese or overweight. The average Western woman, 7+ partners by the age 25, and that's backed by the CDC. 43% of U.S. men under 30 are celibate, rejected, or priced out. Foreign wives, lower divorce rates, higher happiness, traditional values, actual gratitude. Passport bros aren't running.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video. And I know these modern women like to talk about the things that they're willing to accept and what they're not willing to accept. And it's crazy that some of them say something along the lines of, my ex set this standard. He did this for me. He did that for me. And, you know, you got to come up to this, and this. And there's a whole bunch of nonsense going on. Right. But they're not talking about how they fumbled a guy. They fumbled a good guy like that. And now they're expecting all the other guys to measure up. When you misused what you had. Whatever you had, you did dirty. Why would we trust you to do better by somebody that's better, quote unquote, in your eyes? So you can fumble and mess that up too? And a lot of these modern women, that same dude they're calling Dusty, you know, 5-6 years ago, however long ago, got his stuff together. Really, honestly and truly, that man he was building is what he was doing. He was trying to tell you that. A lot of times men will try to tell you their vision. And a lot of times modern women can't catch the vision. Now, I'm not trying to tell you to, date no broke guy, but I think when modern women are labeling men, they label him Dusty, and they're actually a man that's a work in progress. Like a lot of these modern women are. You're a work in progress. And now, 5-6 years later, when that man is cooking, when he's doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing, when he's at the top of his game, and a lot of these ladies are flocking to him, you realize, shoot, I had first dibs on that. And you spend the next 10-15 years trying to find a man.
Having a strong, independent woman isn't a flex. It reveals that you're weak and unreliable. No woman wants to come around a man and still feel strong. She wants to feel soft. She wants to feel protected. She wants to feel provided for. She wants to know that this man got my back regardless of what's going on. But you don't. Yet you want to call this woman yours. That woman's not yours. How are you broke men trying to control women and claim women when you can't even elevate these women? Provide for these women. Take care of these women. Yet you want to scream, our woman's independent and strong. I want an independent, strong woman. I want a woman to struggle with me to prove her loyalty. You think struggling with you proves loyalty? You men are foolish. You're unqualified to stand next to these women. And their hearts they gave to you, they have invested time and money into you, so they want to feel foolish around their family and friends by leaving you. Ladies, leave them. Leave him right now. That man is not your friend. He does not love you. He is a hater. Your personal hater and a personal devil. Leave him. All praises due to the Most High. Always bet on you. Women, always put yourselves first. All praises due to the Most High. Peace.
It is really that easy. And it's not easy for a lot of these women out here because they think that they need to say something about everything. You don't. You really don't. I know you want to. I know you feel threatened when it doesn't go all the way to your specifications, but you don't have to say everything. You don't have to have an opinion about everything. You don't want that man to have an opinion about everything. Some things are just for you. Sir, can you mind your business? This is woman's business over here. You mind, as long as we ain't doing nothing wrong, mind your business. Right? And I mean really wrong. Like, I'm not talking about, well, I don't feel like it's wrong, but it actually is wrong. I'm talking about something that's actually wrong. Right? Like anyway, you get it. Govern yourself accordingly is what needs to happen. If he's governing himself accordingly, not according to what you want, not according to how you want him to live life, he considers you, but he's not a robot. If he's doing that, leave a man alone. But too many times modern women ruin what they have because they got to have the last say so on everything.
Men in my comments saying if we focus on ourselves in our 20s, nobody's gonna want us because we're gonna be too old. The gag is we don't want y'all no more. That's the point of the video. That old school saying applied when y'all were providers, okay? We were taught at a young age to secure a family and a husband for stability only. Please don't think women's primary goal is to have a man and have a family. That is back in the day when you guys were head of household. However, now we are head of household. And to be honest, y'all not too fun to be around. Y'all not that cute or aesthetically pleasing. As women, we are the financial stability. That's why we're not too pressed on being with men right now and having kids. How would that benefit us? If anything, we're going to take on more responsibility in the household, and we also are going to have to take time off to bear children. So until y'all go back to being the providers, I guarantee you, y'all are not on our priority list. Until y'all able to take care of y'allselves and the family, leave us alone, because we irritated.
You need a hood, don't it, baby? That's all this is. It's a cry for help. That's all this is. Because when I read the comments, the women in the comments were cooking you. Because the women in the comments had men, and they was like, boo. No, they want they man. They need they man. This, that, and the third. See, it be the single women who like to project a general statement, oh, we don't want y'all no more. If that's the case, stop talking about us then.
And modern women, what they like to talk about is, they like to talk about, why aren't men coming up to us? How come, that's just the way it is. That's what men do. They just come up to women. But what you don't really understand is that, and maybe nobody told you, men don't owe you anything. They don't owe you a relationship. They don't owe you marriage. They don't owe you commitment. You have to earn those things. Those things that you talking about, you got to earn that. Oh, well, he's just supposed to walk up to me and just tell me how beautiful I am. What are you doing to initiate, to help, to facilitate that? You don't get to just say, oh, well, this is my right. I'm owed this. No, you're not. No, you're not at all. And that's the problem with modern women and their entitled attitude. They think that men owe them something. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And they have a lot of coping mechanisms. Oh, he's intimidated. Oh, he must be broke. Whatever you want to say, I'm not walking over there.
If he's the type of man who goes to work, handles his business, and he comes home in peace, my sister, don't overlook that, because so many women do. That man is not outside. He's not in the streets. He's not entertaining distractions. And that's not just him being chill. That's discipline. Okay? And I know it looks simple. It looks simple because in your head, he's just doing what he's supposed to do. Why should I reward that? But over time, you realize that a lot of men don't have that level of control because it's so easy to be everywhere. It's easy to chase attention. It's easy to be inconsistent. But what is so hard for a lot of men is choosing the same woman, the same life over and over again. Now, add this, right? He knows how to communicate, not just talk, but to actually listen. You don't have to fight to be understood. You don't have to beg for clarity. Listen, that is not regular. Because men these days, they don't have the patience to deal with our emotions and the nonsense that we come with. So if your man is doing all of that, you have to appreciate it, because a lot of women don't see that until it's gone.
And I know that's going to offend a lot of people, but they know what they want. You know, these folks, you know, sometimes I guess these modern women really can't find what they want in one culture. So they just start going to another one, which is okay. Right. Right. But, you know, sometimes these ladies, they're like, if I can't have success with a white man, then I'm going to go with a black man. And really, you move from Chad to Tyrone is what's happening. You're already loose. You're just running into the same man. Now, once again, if you like black men, then go ahead and do it. Do whatever you want. Be this up front if you want to. I ain't looking for nobody else but a black man. I hope you're ready for the culture shift. Because a lot of these women out here, and I'll tell you this, a lot of these women out here, you know, marry who you want. But they want the man to conform to them, and they don't conform to the man. So the man learns everything that he needs to learn about her and her culture, and he stays within those bounds relatively, but she doesn't learn about his culture. And so she's out of bounds, acting like she wants to act, and then it becomes a problem because she's out here doing whatever she wants to do, and he got to step away and go find somebody else.
Do you ask women when you want to be in a relationship? Like, do you say, will you be my girlfriend when you're ready?
Yes.
That's so good. Why do men need to do that?
Because the system of circle yes or no never goes away for us. As a child, that never goes away. We are contractual. Here's what the problem happened. A man is yes or no.
Yes.
The woman, as she gets older, she's like, okay, this makes sense. I like this. I see who we are. We're spending time together. We're together. There's no time it happened. It just, we're spending time every day. We're together. Yeah. But if a man if it is not agreed upon verbally,
right?
When you catch him in his phone doing some crazy stuff, he's like, you're talking to somebody else. He's like, hey man, I'm single.
Oh.
And you like, what?
Right.
Is that a clocking moment?
Clock that T.
You clock that T. The man do it. The man do it like this.
We clocking the T.
I clock coffee. Y'all clock the T. Okay. Now, you like, what? Because in my mind, because women are a feel.
Yes.
We're very big on feel. I felt we ain't on feel. Like, no, this is what it is. We discussed that.
I think you're right.
I'm for sure right.
Yeah.
When it comes to men.
Yeah.
We're not in a relationship until we say we are in a relationship.
Right. It's delusion.
It's delusion.
Yeah. We as women are delusional.
I mean, I don't want to sound mean, but it's true. It's true.
I think that we as women, because we're showing up and we start moving like we're a girlfriend. Mm-hmm. And really what it is we're not even mad at you. We're mad at ourselves for not setting a standard and living by our own standard and making you come to a place where it's like, no, give me commitment or leave me alone. I think too many women are desperate for a relationship.
I'll give you commitment.
Oh, you will?
after 2 or 3 smoothies.
Oh, how
I ain't
far?
easy like that because your sister said I gotta value myself.
Oh yeah,
I can't give in like that.
That's true.
I can't just have a cheeseburger and that be it no more.
Yeah, no.
Modern women don't understand that their window is closing or it's closed. It has closed. Too many modern women. You got your pick of the litter, right? You got 2 or 3 guys calling themselves liking you, and you let them run around town buying you flowers and taking you out to dinner and taking you on car rides and helicopter rides and all that other stuff, buying you flowers and all that other I won't even say nonsense. I'll say they showing their interest in you, and you waste their time, and you continue doing that for 2 or 3 years, stringing them along. Oh, I'm really serious about else. And we right around Christmas, right around cuffing season. And then you let them go. And then you figure out, oh, shoot. Actually, them boys going to find somebody else and get married. And you don't even know about it until they pop up at a wedding. Till they pop up at a baby shower. Till they pop up at a bachelor party. When did Mike decide to get married? That's why he ain't been calling. Man, I ain't heard from Mike in a month or 2. No, it's actually been like a year you ain't heard from Mike. But it seems like a month because you don't pay attention. And now Mike and Randy and Jake, all of them married with kids. And you still out there trying to play the field. But instead, Chad and Tyrone playing you.
Okay, I have a question for all of the single straight men. What are you doing? Because every single day, I walk out of my front door to the most beautiful, gorgeous, just goddesses of women walking around living their best life like they're just not heaven on earth. So what are you doing? Why are you fumbling the bag? Why are you single? Why are you not just snatching up all of these amazing, beautiful, smart, educated, sexy women? Because they're everywhere I look. Get it together.
Okay, I have a question for single men in their 30s who have their lives together and just haven't found the one yet for some reason. So if I was a single lady in my 30s and I wanted to meet you, where would be the best place to go? Just asking for a friend, please.
Are they at the gym? Are they at a bar watching football? Are they on a hike? Are they at home doing additional work? Are they at the driving range? Are they getting brunch with their friends? What does a 28 to 40-year-old single man's typical Saturday look like? I'm trying to integrate experiences where I get to meet the male species. Every time that I've tried to do that, the places that I end up tend to be proliferated with 24-year-old men screaming at a television about football.
Question for the guys. So, is it a turnoff if a girl is confident enough and asks you out? Or should we wait for you? What exactly is the line here?
Okay, so men. Why are we hating women? Why are we hating women? Women are hating men and men are now hating women. They don't want to get married. They don't want to live with them. They just want to be single forever. Like, what's going on here? All you men into men now? I'm so confused. We're creating a divide here, folks. Can we come back together? What am I missing? Can you please fill me in? I'm very, 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 very confused.
Now, I'm going to have to pause the video here and answer these questions. First of all, no, at least most of us are not into men. We are definitely into women, and we do not hate women at all. We actually love women. What the problem here is that you guys need to understand that we are not as self-obsessed as you guys are. We love women, we want women, but we don't want this kind of woman. Because this kind of women, they want men for one specific reason only. They want men to actually worship them, to make themselves feel better about themselves. And these are the exact kind of women we are avoiding. Now, for the question about where we are hiding, I'd say away from you guys. Thank you for watching.
A lot of modern women don't realize that attention and that validation that they're seeking is a straight up trap. Is a straight up trap. A lot of these modern women, they don't settle down. They be talking about the bare minimum. My friends do this and my friends do that. They be talking like that because they DM'd before. They got a couple dudes in their DMs trying to talk to them, trying to, give them some attention, sliding up on their stories and hearting their photos and stuff like that. I ain't got no problem with that, right? But you think because you're getting attention from these guys, that it's always going to be there. You think that because these guys are giving you attention, that they're going to continue to let themselves be disrespected. I know you got some simps in your inbox, but some of those brothers in your inbox are genuinely good guys. They're genuinely good guys. And if you look at their message, they ask you a genuine question and you don't answer it. And then you be wondering, where are all the good guys at? Well, you didn't reply to him. He said, hey, how's your day, man? I saw your last video. Just checking in on you, seeing if you're all right. Hope everything is going great for you. And you ain't respond. You could have responded, but you didn't. That's a good guy right there. Checking on you outside of social media or whatever you got going on. Once again, y'all thinking that attention is always going to be there. Oh, he cute, but I kind of, I have my eye on this guy over here across the way. And that guy had his eye on you, ran through you, and then put you back out on the street. And so now you trying to run back over to this guy that was, oh, he's sweet, he looked good, but I got my gun. Now you're trying to run back to the other guy. No. And a lot of these modern women, they like to keep their options open. Like I said, I was talking to a woman the other day, or I was responding, and kudos to her for taking accountability. Kudos to her for taking accountability. She said, I wanted to see how things went, because you never know. But yeah, you're right. I should have, the man that I liked, I knew I liked him. I should have stayed with him, and I should have canceled the date and let that man save his money. You never know, but I should have done that. So kudos to you for taking accountability. But a lot of these modern women, they don't. They sit up and waste a man's time. Oh, I got options. I'm in here. I'm in there. I'm with this guy. I'm with that guy. I got a roster. All these other nonsense situationships. Buckle down and pick the guy that you like. Period. I mean, man, you got guys going out here, and if you know you're going to date this guy and date that guy, what's wrong with going to coffee? I'm trying to get to know you to see if I like you. Let that man spend $10, $15, maybe even $20 and get out of Dodge if you don't like him. I mean, shoot, we got to start making dating for everybody. It's got to be attainable and achievable for everybody. But modern women acting the way they act, it ain't but a few can do it. High value, quote unquote, high value men. Really, honestly, high earning men that make a lot of money. Oh yeah, man, we can go here, we can go there. And then that man not going. If that man has that kind of cash in, you have to play by his rules. You don't want to do that. So let's play by some other rules. Let's compromise. When you get what you want, I get what I want. How's that sound?
Honestly, man, it's just two people vibing. If you can connect, and it's very hard. We know that from the dating, dating in society and stuff like that. We know that. We know that it's very hard to connect with somebody. I think these types of people they're not limiting themselves to, well, I just want to date a white man or I just want to date a black woman. If I come across somebody that's on the same type of time that I am, we might have, some differences. Like you might have to teach her to use a little salt, right? I'm joking. Some of these white women know how to cook. They know how to cook. I'm just telling you. But all I mean is if they're passionate about you in the same way that you are about them, what are we doing? I was, going back and forth, not going back and forth, but there was a woman that was talking about her dating experience and how she went on a good date, with a really good date with a man, but she already had a date lined up with another guy for the next day. And instead of canceling the date, she's like, well, I I don't know if this guy that I just went on a date with is the end all be all. I had a really good date with him, but maybe there's something better out there. So she went out on the date with the guy the next night, instead of just saying, hey, I know this is probably going to be hard to hear, but I don't know if we should continue seeing each other. I found somebody that I'm wanting to continue to pursue. I went on a date with them and I wanted to explore that, to be honest with you. And, let him feel how he wants to feel, or let him feel what he feels, but you didn't waste that man's money. She went out on a date with the guy, and quite literally everything that the man was doing, and she even admitted to herself, he wasn't really doing anything that was wrong. It's just she really didn't like him. She really liked the guy that she was, went on a date with the previous night. At that point, just leave me be. Let me be. Just date who you like. Date who you want. Do you really like the guy? What else are you searching for? I mean, God dog. I know. Oh man, I really, really like the steak, but I want to try the chicken. Why? You really, really like the steak? For what? Just get the steak. Oh man, and a lot of these women have dated people, multiple people, and then they still want to keep their options open. Why do you continue to try to go after chicken if you know you like steak? Just go with the steak. Well, there's lamb out there, and there's goat out there. You really like steak. The steak is it's great for you. You like it, just be with that. You know what I mean? But modern women are so indecisive, and she ended up wasting that man's money. It's the same concept here. If you like the guy, what are you looking for? If you like the girl, what else are you looking for? Y'all get together, you see if you align on your values in the direction that you're going, and get to just be together, man.